I'm doing it. I thought we were discussing it. I thought you were doing it. Am I doing it? I feel. Hi everybody, my name is Jalbagel. Welcome to 2023. It's Gamer Breakfast. I'm joined by my amazing co-host and podcast husband, the SkojSkull.
Hello.
It is post holidays. It is post vacation. We're getting back into the groove of things, back into the swing.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas, Merry New Year, Happy Holidays, everybody. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Skoj, how was your holiday?
It was great. This is the first time I actually had a 3-week vacation.
Nice. Yeah, that's like, huge.
Well, I mean, I had Liz visiting for 3 weeks. We did like a podcast when she was here, but that was like the only thing, I guess, content related that I did. So
work related.
But yeah, no, like I thought about it because we thought about, we could stream, we could do Discord stuff, we could do all that. But then I thought about it, I'm just like, I'm just gonna just enjoy my time with Liz, show her around New Hampshire a little bit. And dude, this is honestly the best vacation I've had in a very long time, because even previous holidays, like, I would spend time with family, but then I would immediately be like, all right, I'm gonna go to my PC.
Yep.
So this time it was just like I really sat down with my family and I really spent time with them. My family loves Liz, so that's awesome. And just it was great. It was great.
Good.
How about you?
My vacation was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went up to Wisconsin to visit Mia, and that was cold. It was in the negatives most of the time that I was there. Jesus. Which I didn't know thermometers went that low. Yeah, no, but it was great. I got to meet her family and we got to explore Wisconsin, and then I mean, the trip was great. It was too short, but the trip was fantastic. And then when I got home, I spent New Year's streaming, and now we're here. Mine was not nearly as eventful, but it was very nice to have. I usually get about like a week off, give or take, for holidays, and so it was good. Now here we are, 2023, new year, new things. Always new things coming out.
Got a lot of new games coming out and stuff. It's gonna be really, really awesome. We thought we could take the time today and actually just talk about games coming out in 2023, which is awesome.
Not Monster Hunter. Nothing. Monster Hunter doesn't exist for the year 2023. If you play Monster Hunter in 2023, that's cringe.
You could be speedrunning World still. You're still in 2018 copium.
What do you mean?
Actually, no, 2016.
That's not I mean, what, 2016? The game came out in 2018.
Oh, did it? Oh, I thought it was.
Yes.
Oh, my concept of time is weird. Yeah, you're still stuck in 2018.
Absolutely am. Kidding me?
Oh,
2018
man.
cope.
Yeah, I mean, we could slightly talk about Monster Hunter stuff.
Why would we do that? Why would we even talk about? I mean, Monster Hunter doesn't exist. No, today we're not going to talk about Monster Hunter. Today we're going to talk about new video games. Who cares? It's a picture.
We know it's going to be Velkhana.
What? Oh, spoilers for everybody. We don't know it's going to be Velkhana. We have a strong inclination that it is going to be Velkhana. We have a strong guess, but we do not have any insider knowledge that would say that it's going to be
Velkhana. That's like a rhyme. Oh, that'd be rude.
Volcana. The fire of Velkhana. Volcana.
Man. Imagine. All right, so do you want to kick us off?
I don't want to imagine that ever.
So talking about for games for 2023, we have a list of few for both of us. Yeah, we're gonna go back and forth.
Yeah,
and we have a few honorable mentions at the end for like games that look pretty cool, but we're probably not gonna buy it or anything, or just it looks nice. All right, Jail.
Yeah,
you go.
Oh, okay. Jeez. A lot of movement. Hey, speaking of Monster Hunter, Wild Hearts is coming out this year. So like this game is like on my radar, but not on my radar, because it looks like cool enough that it might be a fun experience, but it hasn't quite enticed me yet, because I'm more of like a medieval kind of fantasy enjoyer, and this is still more like feudal Japan fantasy. Like, it looks like Sekiro but Monster Hunter. But if you guys don't know, it's Wild Hearts. It's being developed by EA, and some other names too. So there's some little contention about that, about like in-game purchases and stuff like that, microtransaction, all that. But just a quick little blurb about it. Master ancient tech to hunt down giant beasts. Wild Hearts is a twist on the hunting genre, which that's actually a great name for that genre. I'd never even thought of calling it that. Where technology gives you a fighting chance against giant nature-infused beasts, hunt alone or with friends. That allows, there's just this like unique like building mechanic to it. It looks like you have like these ancient technologies that build into different apparatuses that help you fight, like towers that you can climb on. There's this really silly gif that I saw that's just a hammer. It just builds into this big fucking hammer and it bops the monster on top of the head. It looks hilarious. Oh yeah. No, it's kind of wild, and the scale of the game is really cool. All of the monsters are very, very large. And they're like when they say like nature infused, it's like, I mean, like one of the pictures they have here is like a wolf with like tree branches growing out of it. So everything's a leshen. No, but it looks really cool. It does look really cool. I'm curious to see like what other like weapon elements that they implement, because right now they've been focusing a lot on this building mechanic, but there is like other weapons. There's like, you know, a hand like a cannon thing that's like a heavy bow gun. There's like a longsword S kind of weapon. There's a greatsword S kind of weapon, but we don't really know too much about those things. So I mean, I guess we will see, but they've shown some of like the monsters that are coming out for it, and it all like looks like really cool, looks really pretty. I'm still a little hesitant to jump right into it, but a lot of things that I've seen so far it has been saying the game is fun. So that's good.
The game looks really exciting. There's a lot of they're pushing the building mechanic a lot for it, which I don't know how. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that utilized. I mean, it seems like there's certain points you're going to use the building mechanic to like do big attacks to like take down the monster or to get out of the way of some things, but I don't think it's going to be like you need to move while building kind of thing and go around everywhere.
Yeah, it's not going to be Fortnite. It's probably going to be Fortnite. One of the pictures they have here is just really silly. Is this gigantic rat thing with like a plant growing on its tail, but then they've constructed like one of these ancient techs that just turned into a giant hammer, and the hammer is cocked back and ready to. It's as big as the rat. It's going to demolish this rat.
This rat will die.
Will in fact just be thunk. So I saw that hammer and it immediately sold me. If I do end up picking up this game, I will be probably playing it almost exclusively using that.
I'm really excited for it, to be honest.
It'll be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, and for Windows. It'll be PC? On the Windows gaming. Yeah, it'll be in the Windows gaming application, not on Steam, I don't believe. So you still be able to play it on PC, but it'll be through Windows.
Gotcha.
Interesting to see. I mean, like, some of the monster designs like really cool. And if you haven't seen anything for Wild Hearts yet and you're a Monster Hunter fan, take a look at it. It might be something that tides you over until the next Monster Hunter comes out.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll be that for me as well, especially like I'll be playing like the older releases for Monster Hunter too. I'll be playing Frontier, but this will be definitely on my radar to play until Monster Hunter 6 comes out in probably late 2023, early 2024. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see what happens there. All right, Skoy, yeah. What's your first game you want to talk about?
Forspoken. It actually looks really fun. It's like basically Iron Man and Medieval kind of like meshed together a little bit.
like Iron Man, like movement and ability, not technology.
No, not the technology, but it's just, that's what I'm saying, like Medieval Iron Man. So it's like she's moving around and she has this Jarvis thing talking to her as she's attacking things. It's pretty fun. Like the moment I heard it, I was like, Oh, it's Jarvis. But Find Your Fight. Forspoken follows the journey of Frey, a young New Yorker, transported to the beautiful and cruel land of Athia, sorry.
Nope, try that again. There you go.
Athia. In search of a way home, Frey must use her newfound magical abilities to traverse sprawling landscapes and battle monstrous creatures. So,
another Monster Hunter game.
Yeah, it seems.
But this time with magic.
Yeah, it seems like a mixture of like Dark Souls, Monster Hunter type of thing, because it's like I don't think there's arenas where you fight big I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I have to watch like the gameplay trailer and everything. But the Cuff, who's Jarvis, Cuff appears on Frey's right arm when she's transported to Athia, a magical sentient bracelet who guides Frey as she explores the treacherous landscapes of Athia and learns to cast magical spells. He has I don't know that word either. I think it's maybe. I think acerbic.
Who knows?
Acerbic wit, and often jokes cynically with Frey. Cynically, that's what I said. With Frey.
yeah. He said it right.
With Frey, who is only the person who can hear his voice. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's really cool.
It's just straight up Jarvis.
It's gonna be released on PC and PlayStation 5. Okay, I'm actually really surprised about that. So I'll be getting this for one or the other. Because I think this will be the year I finally buy a PlayStation 5.
It might have to be the year that we buy PlayStation 5s.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool too because the game like hints on a parkour aspect. Like a lot of your movement abilities are this like kind of parkour element. Mm-hmm. The game itself isn't built like it is built with it loosely in mind, which I think gives the player a lot of creativity when actually using it. Yeah, because it's not like Sonic parkour where it's like take this direct path using the movement mechanics that you have. It's like no, like we've given you like floating objects and like the world, and then now it's up to you to like figure out how to use these parkour abilities.
It reminds
and some like
oh, sorry, I was just to say the gameplay, I'm like looking at it right now, kind of reminds me of that Battle Royale Magic game that was out for a bit. I think it's still going on, but the
crap, what the hell is it called? Oh god, I used to play the crap out of it.
It looks good. It looked really fun, but
yeah, it was fun. Was it good?
Like but the movement and everything kind of reminds me of that a little bit, and everything just looks fluid and fun, and you can switch between magic abilities to fight these different creatures and enemies. So it looks like a world exploration type
kind of like a Horizon exploration kind of game, or like Assassin's Creed in the sense that like you have this open world that you get to kind of explore and gather new abilities and get to explore better.
She basically surfs in the water.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's so fucking cool. What the fuck? It seems open world.
There were some really neat things too, like some early gameplay of it from other creators, like showing off some of the ways that you can use parkouring to your advantage to traverse the world, and how intricate that the parkour system like can actually be. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, you customize the way the character looks with the different cloaks that I imagine like helps out with different things for your magic abilities.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But the game just looks gorgeous. Like, I'm really excited for it. I think does this use Unreal Engine?
I couldn't pop Skoy, gun to my head, couldn't tell you.
It looks like it could.
Who knows, man? I've literally no idea.
You know everything,
but it does look like a lot of fun. Nope, I don't. I know a few things. I know a little bit about a lot of things. I know nothing about game engines.
All right, what's up next?
It does look real cool, and we're excited about it. And this one might be one that I pick up too. So it looks fun.
Definitely.
A game that I probably won't play, but I'm still excited to see come out. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes!
It's Breath of the Wild 2, baby. We're finally getting it. May 12th, 2023. We're finally getting
Liz's birthday.
Oh, hey, happy birthday, Liz. Now you all who listen to this are obligated to wish Liz a happy birthday on May 12th, 2023 when Tears of the Kingdom releases.
Go back to this podcast.
and remember. No, but if you never played Breath of the Wild, I mean, Tears of the Kingdom is the continuation of that. I guess it's the sequel, right? And so it'll be really cool to see the continuation of the story, because there's a lot of conflict that was introduced in Breath of the Wild that hasn't been resolved yet, and a lot of history with the other like tribe leaders, the other crap. They weren't called guardians. The people that piloted the divine beast, those guys. There's still a lot of drama associated with them, and how they, left the world, and a lot of stuff that was hinted on in Link's flashbacks and Breath of the Wild. And so Tears of the Kingdom, like, actually now progressing the story. I mean, we have so many like mysteries still, like the Master Sword with this like weird corroded kind of effect on it, with the like ancient technology that we've been seeing, with the guardians and stuff like that. And then like his right arm it almost looks like it's a prosthetic. And there's this very like Skyward Sword kind of feeling with all the floating islands. It looks like the world has been sundered. I'm so interested, but I don't know if I'm going to play it. The only reason I played Breath of the Wild is because it was the only game that was on the Switch when the Switch released. But I might. Like, it's a huge maybe. I think the Breath of the Wild game was amazing, and so playing this, it might actually still tickle that itch.
Yeah, the game looked absolutely gorgeous. It gives me like, if you recount the time when Ocarina of Time came out, it feels like the vibe, like Breath of the Wild feels like the vibe of Ocarina of Time, where it's like very lighthearted, and you kind of just like go into this world and everything's like bright and pretty and everything. The new game is still looking bright and pretty, but it looks like they're diving more into like the horror aspect a little bit for some of the trailers at least, and it gives me like more Majora's Mask vibe. So like
there's definitely
the tone.
I mean, there's a lot that's going on, and like especially where, God, this looks like something else. This looks just crazy. This looks crazy. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be another open world Zelda game. I hope they do better with dungeons. I liked shrines. I got bored of shrines. I hope they do better with like large dungeons and like the original kind of feeling of Zelda games, where you go into a dungeon, you have a lot of puzzles to solve, to navigate all the different rooms to get through it. I hope they find another way to make that recreated in an open world game.
I hope they can make it look a little different. Like each dungeon in the Breath of the Wild, the first Breath of the Wild, like I lost interest after a short while because it was just like every dungeon kind of looked very, very similar. So
when you say dungeon, do you mean shrines?
Oh, shrines probably, yeah. They all look very similar to one another.
Yeah, they were supposed to, right? Like that was like the whole intent of the shrines, is because they are all stem from the similar like ancient technology and stuff like that. And that was like the most expansive part of like dungeon crawling. And then you still had things like the Yuga clan hideout, like I thought was a really good air quotes dungeon. It just in the sense that you had a bunch of different rooms that presented a puzzle, and you had different tools to solve those puzzles, either brute force or actual stealth. And that was a lot of fun. And I hope more things like that are made with these puzzle elements in mind that the shrines had. But then like you're saying, instead of them all just being exactly the same ancient tech, give them themes again. Give me water temple back. Give me fire temple back. Like give me thematic areas back, because that's like the true essence of Zelda. Because a lot of people, like a lot of the diehard Zelda fans, didn't get that same feel of Zelda from Breath of the Wild, because it literally was Legend of Skyrim. That's just what it was. Like it's an open world exploration game, which is why it appealed to a lot of people, but with very little of the dungeon delving and the puzzle solving aspects. It was there lightly. It was still very much focused on exploration and combat.
Oh yeah, and I feel like they did a fantastic job with it regardless. I don't know how much it sold compared to other games, but I'm pretty sure it sold a lot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. No, I mean, regardless of how like successful or anything it is, it was still a fun game. And Tears of the Kingdom, which did get a leak of the special edition Switch OLED for it. So if you're holding out in a Switch OLED and you wanted a special edition Tears of the Kingdom, should be getting one soon.
Do they stay out? Like for the release of like the special editions for the OLEDs, do they stay released, or is it like a time?
No, I mean they're out, but like it's usually demand that makes them not available.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Like it wasn't until 2 years after Animal Crossing came out that the Animal Crossing Switch started to become readily available again.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm definitely thinking about getting the Pokemon OLED because I really love the look of that. It's so sleek.
I do too. But I cannot.
You already have two.
Do it.
You already have two.
I already have 2 Switches, but I don't have 2 OLEDs. I can get a second. No, if I got the Pokemon OLED, I would get rid of my current one.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Skoy, what's the next game we're talking about?
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I am a massive Star Wars fan, so I've actually like after seeing this like get released and I was looking at like the Steam sale and everything, the first game is actually like what, like $8 on Steam, so I was like, fuck it,
yeah, it's nothing.
I'll buy it. So I mean, I had it on the EA what was it called, the EA site thing for games. Do you not know what that is?
I don't remember. No, I know it. I don't remember it.
I don't remember it either, but I had it on there, but I was just, I want to get it for Steam so I could just play it on Steam. And it remembered my save file. I was like, oh, okay.
All right, then. Yeah, 'cause I still think it connects to the EA server and all that.
Yeah,
like EA games generally do that.
The game is the first game is absolutely gorgeous. The story is so fun, and the combat is just great. It just feels like an amazing Star Wars game. So I'm really, really excited for this. But the story of Cal Kestis, which is the main character, continues in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, a third-person galaxy-spanning action-adventure game from Respawn Entertainment, developed in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. This narratively driven single-player title picks up 5 years after the events of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and follows Cal's increasingly desperate fight as the galaxy descends further into darkness. Whoa.
Yeah, no, and the Fallen Order, fantastic game.
Oh my gosh, and it's so good.
I mean, it's a Souls-like Star Wars game. So if you like Star Wars, you like Souls-like mechanics and combat, and you like Jedi bullshit, you get another one.
This is so fun. This is like so much fun, and like I was really sad when like Star Wars 1313 didn't come out, but then when the Fallen Order came out, it's just like, okay, this is good. And there's it's made by EA, but there's like no microtransactions. Or no, it's not made by EA. It's distributed by EA or something, right?
Yeah. It's not developed by EA, but it is published by them. Yeah,
but there's no microtransactions, crazy things like that. So it's gonna be a fantastic game, and I'm really looking forward to the continuation of his story. Oh,
and it's a little robot.
He has a little robot. I love him. I've been playing with the first one. I'm just like, I love this little guy. And I want to do a quick before you go to your turn. I want to do a quick jab into, not jab, but I want to quickly talk about Dead Space.
Okay.
Oh,
I had 2 more.
You had 2 more? Oh, yeah. Okay, go for it. Go.
Okay.
I don't know.
Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge mainline Final Fantasy fan. I've been trying to like get into Final Fantasy games since Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
14 I really like because it's an MMO. I just like MMOs, and I can play 14 pretty passively. Pretty happy, pretty content about that.
Yeah.
15 I own, haven't touched it. 16 looks amazing because it's like
amazing.
Oh my gosh, it looks insane. Everything that I've seen for this game so far looks absolutely insane, mechanics wise, combat wise, story wise, cinematic wise. Literally everything about this game just blows my mind right now. I've been trying to like just to find a Final Fantasy game that I can like start and latch onto, and this is like pure like medieval aesthetic, like dark story, great character development, just like in what we've seen like in trailers. Like it's insane what we've gotten out of this so far, and
just gorgeous.
This is a game that I might like actually go out of my way to play. Even the combat system just looks so
fluid
nutty
and good and and
there's like a variety of just like different like weapons and abilities and combos, and it's just a magic, like it's all there. It's still Final Fantasy. This is why like I want to play 15, because it's very reminiscent of some of the things that you could do in 15. I just never got around to playing. Maybe I'll do that this year. Maybe I'll play Final Fantasy 15. Maybe I'll finally do it.
Good.
But this game I'm very much looking forward to.
It just looks...
like it's just so cool. Okay, so I'm sorry, I have the trailer up right now, and it came up. It just came up. There's a scene in the trailer for it. If you haven't watched it yet, watch it. The Final Fantasy 16 Revenge trailer, and there is a scene with Garuda that is so cool. It looks
this game looks absolutely gorgeous, and like the fact that it's like the story is written by the same people that did, or same person that did 14, like makes me that
Endwalker.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
like has me that much more excited for it.
Yeah, it's the same author that did Shadowbringers and Endwalker.
The game looks so good though. Holy shit. I'm looking at the trailer right now.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane. It's so good.
You're freaking out.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so there's a part of this too where you're like playing like as Ifrit. That's fucking sick.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, I'm sold. I'm buying it. Like so this is the thing. We were talking about this before the podcast, and Sko was like, yeah, I think it's the year I'm gonna get a PlayStation 5. So far this is only releasing on PlayStation 5, whether or not it'll release on PC and Xbox
probably like 5 years later
or in 2024. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Well, so it's like I think 15 did the same thing where it released only on PlayStation, and then it came to Steam and Xbox.
God of War and other games did that too.
Yeah. So like who knows if this will do the same thing. I hope so, because like accessibility to gaming shouldn't be limited by like the console that you can afford. You know, it just kind of sucks. But regardless, this might be the game that actually, you know, gets me to buy a PlayStation.
Same here, because there's like quite a few games now.
Oh, it looks so good. And like a PlayStation is practically like a mini computer nowadays, like graphics and you know, like performance wise. Oh god, it looks great. It's like Old Dragon.
It looks so good. Holy shit.
I'm really curious to see like how the combat plays and how the combat flow is, because I mean the game looks super fast, like fast-paced combat, fast-paced movement.
Absolutely. Dude, this looks good.
Looks insane.
The I'm just really excited to get into it, and I gosh, dude, I really hope that PlayStation comes out with a like a mobile console at some point after PlayStation 5, because like I feel like we're getting into the era of more mobile consoles, because like
you want another PSP?
Yeah,
just get a Vita. You can cast your PlayStation 5 to a Vita right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. It's remote play, but I'm pretty sure you can.
I think it's only
PlayStation has a remote play app. You can just remote play your PlayStation on your phone.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. I'm not knowledgeable about this.
Yeah. Because you can do that on your computer right now too. You can remote play your PlayStation onto your computer. It's like one of the common ways to capture the PlayStation without a capture card.
It has to be on sleep mode though, right?
No.
Wait, it could just be off and you could just play it on your PlayStation from your PC?
No. It remotes the you remote play. You're playing on the PlayStation still. It's just being cast to your device over the internet. Just like Steam remote play.
Yeah.
Which means you can put the PlayStation remote play app on your Steam Deck. Yes!
You
I didn't think about that. That's awesome. All right, cool.
So fucking funny. I forgot about that. Wow. Dude, I'm so excited.
I'm happy.
I think 16 is going to be my breakthrough to buying the PlayStation, because just like I wanted to buy it a while ago, but it was like the only game that I really wanted to play on it. Excuse me. Whoa. Was what's it called? Demon Souls. But that was like the only game that was just I really want to buy a PlayStation, but there's only Demon Souls.
And Bloodborne. Yeah, Demon Souls, and you got Bloodborne. Yep.
Yeah, but Bloodborne's not remastered yet, please.
One day.
I'm part of the Copian for Bloodborne.
All right, your turn. You wanted to talk about
Space. Oh my gosh, dude! I played this game. My absolute favorite horror game of all time. Dead Space 2 is my absolute favorite, but like Dead Space 1, fucking fantastic. Like a lot of games with a gun like is not usually that scary. Dead Space makes it scary. Like it's actually like you have a gun, but there's gonna be an alien coming out of the window and you're gonna be like, oh shit, get me out.
It's actually kind of wild because on their website for the Dead Space website, they have like have like the images where you can do the slider between 2008, which was like Xbox 360 era, and 2023, what is coming out. And I mean, they hit the atmosphere and the tone so well in the new game.
Darker, like not darker, like the atmospheric wise, it's like so much. Oh my, just so much detail.
That's what's crazy. What you can just do with lighting, like in general, for games like this.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it looks so cool. Even like it's like really funny, just like looking at the armor, where it's just like all these polygons stuck together onto this dude's back. And then like you like pan it over, and it's like, oh, that's intricate as hell.
Yeah.
It looks super cool. Like even some of the enemies are just like wildly different. That's so cool.
Yeah. Like when he's walking out of the little system that like help you can choose like your weapon and everything. Like that's just like
detailed.
Major difference.
So detailed. It's insane.
Like I'm absolutely looking forward to this game. Like the developers of this game are absolutely fantastic. Just oh my gosh. So I really hope they do it for 2. I don't know about 3, but I really hope they do it for 2 as well, because 2 was my favorite Dead Space game. Dead Space. Oh my gosh, like the dramatic, like the first one already looks good. Like it looks good. Yeah, I played it like not that long ago. It still looks good.
Are we looking at the same pictures?
Not if you're comparing it to like the remastered one, obviously not. But I'm just saying, like for the time it came out,
Skyrim game. It looks like a Skyrim mod. Looks like you're playing Gmod or something.
It still looks good. It holds up. Like, you can play it today and still get spooked.
I'm sure it holds up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would never play it because it's a spooky game.
Exactly.
I don't do no spooky. I'll watch you play it and watch you get spookied, but I ain't spooky.
You're just watching my face cam instead of the actual game and just hear me scream.
Well, so like that's like this thing. It's like I can watch people play spooky game all day long. I can't play spooky game myself. I can't make decision in spooky game. I get too spook. Instead, I watch other people play spooky game because they can actually progress and play it, and I get to sit there and watch and be like not scared by the decisions I make.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this game is absolutely crazy. Like they have more like smoke and smog going around everywhere. Like I'm looking at other screenshots of the game. Dude, the thrusters, like when you're floating around in like the zero gravity, they look so good.
Yep.
Holy shit.
I mean, this is just what modern gaming does, and it's nice too to see stuff like this. Like we're seeing like a lot of these like older games that came out in the Xbox 360 era that had these like crazy ambitious like sci-fi environments, you know, being made in the Xbox 360 era and the Xbox era, like between like the years of 2005 and 2012, right? We aren't seeing like we saw like great things being made then, but what we didn't get out of it was like the pure potential that like sci-fi environments can be in video gaming. And now we're getting to that point, right? Where people are realizing that they can just go back and remake a game. The one thing that I'm still holding out for is like remakes of the Halo games. Just remaster all of them. That'd be amazing. Don't change anything. Just remaster them. You take all of my money. I'll pay $60 for each of those again. I do not care. Because if I could play Reach on my computer with these kinds of graphics, I would be so happy.
Dude, that was like
happy.
That was like I think my officially first Halo game I got that I just fell in love with. Holy shit. Love the story.
Reach is the first game that I technically speedran. I used to do level speedruns. Oh yeah. Not like intentionally, like, but like if you're just playing a level over and over again and trying to do it as fast as possible, you're speedrunning. Maybe not like competitively, but you are.
So you had this whole thought process in your head for a while where it's just like, I just beat that level so fast, I want to see if I could do it faster.
Yeah. I was like learning the positions of the grunts, where they would be as they would pop up, so I could pre-aim there and fire at them as they were appearing.
That's actually cool.
And I was like practicing openers to I think it was the sword. Yeah. That's the name of the mission. It's when you're in the sword Oni base and you're trying to get to the plains. And so you start up on the top of Oni, but you have to go all the way around and activate the satellites. I loved that level. I think I played that level 100 times, maybe more.
Oh yeah, bud.
And the hunters, like learning how to take out the hunters quickly was probably the funnest part.
It's so much fun.
Anyways,
all right, your turn. Yeah, absolutely looking forward to the game. I'm definitely gonna buy it again and play through it because I'm just like nostalgia.
There's a merch store too. You can buy a shirt that says the USG Ishimura on it.
That's cool.
That's the spaceship.
This is a spaceship.
All right, so this is my most. I saved my most anticipated game for this year for last. Blue Protocol. If you guys don't know what Blue Protocol is, it is a anime style MMORPG that has a combat system that's very Monster Hunter like, and is also like has a magic system and a range system, and the skill system for the game is insane. It is one of the most ambitious MMOs that I've seen come out, and it originally started like leaking details in 2019. So this game has like been around since 2019.
4 years.
2020 it was supposed to release. COVID did a thing and postponed the release to 2021 only in Japan, and then they just didn't do that at all. So the game like lost a lot of funding. It's being developed by Bandai Namco, and now being developed by Bandai Namco and published by Amazon Games. The game hasn't changed though, thankfully, because it appeared out of the middle of nowhere again. Like in November, December, they updated the Steam webpage and the Steam store page, and like released 2 new trailers that show the high fidelity that they've added to the game, which is like, the game's in 4K. And it's like anime, like cell shaded style. Yeah. It looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. The voice acting that's been shown in it so far is amazing. It's still a MMORPG. So it's Blue Protocol, featuring a dynamic action combat system, deep character customization, and an epic story set in a vast world. Blue Protocol is an online action RPG where you become the hero of your very own anime adventure. They literally put it in the anime. it looks like a Fire Emblem. Like they all look like Fire Emblem characters, right?
Yeah, they do.
It looks so good too. There was a closed beta in 2021, early 2021, that showed a lot of the early gameplay and like how world events were going to work, and like how dungeons work and how raids work. And I actually really liked how they did the raid system, like kind of, but not really. But it's a time-based cycle where you have to go to a physical location on the map to enter the raid. And then you enter with other people trying to enter at the same time. And then it was like a 50-person raid against this gigantic monster. What? And it's an action RPG. So it plays a lot like Monster Hunter. So like if you're playing a melee weapon, it still plays a lot like Monster Hunter. But the combat system is so in-depth. It has so many skills that you can go into for the different classes. I think there's 4 or 5 classes right now.
What are the classes?
There's like a sword and shield user, but it's like a tank DPS class. There's like a dual blades thing. There's an archer. There's a mage, and then there was something else. I would recommend going online to Blue Protocol's website and like seeing all this stuff. I don't know how much of it they've changed because their actual like official website is in Japanese. And their Steam store page doesn't have too much information about the game itself, but I'd still recommend looking into it if you like action combat RPG games, if you like anime, and if you like MMOs, this one's on my radar. And when it releases, I'll be playing the absolute crap out of it.
I'm going to be playing the absolute crap out of this as well. So currently the 4 classes are Argus Fighter, Twin Striker, Blast Archer, and Spellcaster. That sounds exciting. I'm probably going to be a spellcaster.
And the spell casting system, so they showed a little bit of it before. The skill system itself is wild. Casters can go like it's a branching like skill system, and you can it's insane like how in-depth this actually gets. Like please do yourself a favor. If this is like tickling the smallest part of your brain, go watch other content creators who did coverage of the closed beta and just like look at what they were able to do, watch how they were able to play, and see what they did, because it's wild. It's insane.
It looks fucking amazing, honestly. Like I'm looking at the trailer right now, and just I was already hyped about it when I saw it on the what was it, Game Awards. Yeah, I was already hyped when I saw the Game Awards, and I was just like, wait, my friend talked to me about this, and it just looks gorgeous. You were not that friend actually, but yes.
I've been talking about this game for years. So I don't know. I'm really excited for it.
I think you're talking to me about this for sure, but it was another friend of mine. Like both of you have been hyping this game up like crazy, and I'm just like, I really like. The moment I saw this, I was like, oh, I need to catch up on Final Fantasy. I did finish Stormblood. We're in post Stormblood right now. I did it. That means we're finally gonna do the 24-hour Rathalos raid. What?
24 hours.
Or however long we get it. Oh my goodness.
I ain't doing that for 24 hours. You kidding me?
You don't want to do the same quest over and over again for 24 hours straight?
I mean, I will. I do speed run Monster Hunter, so I absolutely will.
Yeah. It looks so good.
So 2023 is a big year. So we talked about the things that were exciting to us, but I've got some honorable mentions.
I have one more. What the fuck?
Oh, you have one more? What do you mean?
You're trying to avoid anime. What the fuck? So we
got... you do have one more.
A One Piece Odyssey, the new Bandai Namco game. One Piece Odyssey is an RPG project filled with unique elements of adventure from One Piece that has been highly desired by fans. This project has been in the works for many years, so that fans can truly touch the world of One Piece, and now is ready to be unveiled. Cool.
Do you think they'll let you find the One Piece?
Imagine.
You find it.
It's find right there. It. Oh my goodness.
I love pirate games, and if they can make like a halfway decent sailing simulator a part of this, like that'll be really cool.
So I'm actually like collecting the manga for this. I'm really excited for this. So I'm gonna start finally reading it, and reading more of it.
Spoil yourself.
Play the game.
Yeah, because you're gonna know the whole story now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing. Like the new anime for Nier came out, and apparently it's like each episode's based off of each ending from Nier Automata. And
that's pretty funny.
I was watching it with Liz, and she was like, "Oh, this is spoiling you." I'm like, I want to watch it though, so I watched it anyways.
Yeah, watch it instead, because there's like a crap ton of endings for Nier Automata, so like just do this instead.
But no, like the game or this for One Piece, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like the game looks good. It looks so good. So I'm definitely gonna get my hands on this at some point when I dive into more of One Piece, because it's gonna be released on PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Xbox Series X and S.
Pog?
Yes.
Do you have a release date for that one yet, or no?
Coming January 13th, 2023.
Skoy, that's in 5 days. You better get reading, kid.
Ooh, I gotta get read. Hold on, gotta read.
You gotta read. Oh, you gotta read thousands. Oh God, what's your what was happening with your face there?
I thought I was gonna be sleeping. There we go. Nope. That's
and he's back.
Whoa. But I like
really excited.
Why does it do that sometimes? That's weird. Anyways, so
possessed, the ghost.
Possessed. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It's a single player game, sadly. So
sadly.
you're gonna, I would say sadly,
games are fine.
They're fine, but I mean, like, I love exploring with people.
Yeah, but it's
so
a story-based game. You want to watch cutscenes with friends and play games with friends?
Fine. So it's
games are fine.
you're gonna be playing as Luffy
throughout
the entire thing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah,
I thought it would have been really neat if they did like, I guess like Fire Emblem. Well, I don't know if Fire Emblem actually does that. I don't remember like what the last game I played that actually did it like this. Xenoblade maybe, but like where as you progress, you like character hop, so you can like play as the different characters and stuff like that, and experience like side stories and stuff like that.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, or like the stories that like you aren't privy to, because I mean like anime is complex, and it's not like, I mean, I don't know about One Piece, but like, you know, like other like games, other stories, like things happen off screen and like with side characters and stuff like that. It's like being able to experience that stuff. I always found that fun in like RPG games. Oh, like Final Fantasy 13. Beginning of Final Fantasy 13, you like each chapter are jumping around a different group of heroes, and so like you're experiencing the same timeline, but
in different stories,
different areas. Within like different stories. Like, you know, like you start the game and you're as Lightning and Hope, and then like you progress a little bit and you're playing as Vanille and Saz, and then you progress a little bit more, and then like now here's Snow. Like I like that because you're telling a bunch of stories all at once. Yeah. And so it makes, for me, it keeps me a little bit more engaged in stories when I get to, I don't know, experience a lot of them. Maybe that's just my dumb brain.
No,
all right, you want to talk about honorable mentions now?
Oh, well, I'll talk about the graphics real quick. The graphics will remind me a little bit of like Jump Force, I think it's called. Yeah.
It was also made by Bandai. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're good, for those wondering like what kind of graphic level it's gonna be, it looks like along those lines, so it's gonna look really good, like
3D anime.
Yeah. All right, what's up?
You can see into Luffy's mouth when he opens it really wide and does weird dumb stuff. Yeah. Honorable mentions. Yeah, because I mean, there's a bunch of games that are coming out this year, and there's some stuff that we you know either just like wanted to mention. At least like I wanted to mention, Street Fighter 6 is coming out this year. If you guys like, you know, fighting games, Street Fighter 6 is coming out. That's going to be a fun one because they're kind of shaking up a little bit how the Street Fighter formula. Plus, you know, updated graphics, et cetera, new characters, all that stuff. It's going to be fun.
New Horizon.
I'm going to sound like Capcom show. Is there another New Horizon game coming out?
Yeah, it's a Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or your other Capcom game, because Capcom. Resident Evil 4?
Yep, we're getting Resident Evil 4 remake, which will be very exciting. This is what I was talking about, like with Dead Space. It's nice to see developers going back to previous IPs and updating them so we can have a more immersive and more enjoyable experience. Yeah. I think that's really, really cool. Granted, they keep doing this with horror games, so I will not play them, but I can at least appreciate the effort that they're going through and doing this. But for the love of God, please update a game that I play, please. Halo. Oh, well, I mean, it'll never happen because, you know, Bungie and whatever, but I honestly, I don't want 343 to touch Reach. I will murder someone. Exoprimal is another Capcom game that's coming out this year. That's the portals with dinosaurs, portals that are dumping dinosaurs into the street of Japan.
It looks fun.
It looks silly. Also a PS5 game. So if we get PS5s, we can actually finally play this thing. It is going to be a PS5 exclusive. But that one looks cool. It's like 4 different classes of like exosuit things that you can wear, and they do different things like DPS or tanking or control and stuff like that.
Be what Anthem couldn't.
Be what Anthem couldn't actually be a playable game. Though Anthem was like what? Like Anthem had other problems. Like Anthem had a good core, just no content. Yeah. This is gonna have good content. I just don't know how long it's gonna be like playable.
I think it's gonna be like a fun month game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we'll see what they do. I mean, because like with a style like this, because it's very well, we were not supposed to like sit on this, but it's a very
I just forgot about it for a bit.
Earth Defense Force. It's very much an EDF kind of style game where it's like waves of enemies and you're defending a checkpoint from all of the enemies, right? So like I could see that they could do like something like weekly or monthly events where it's like this special spawn and you can get this exosuit or like this, like livery for your exosuit, like whatever. Like you can get like special like cosmetics. I don't know. I haven't played the game enough yet to see like what other potentials they have.
Yeah,
but it'd be cool to see stuff like that.
Wulong
is coming out finally. That was showcasing Unreal 6 years ago.
Good.
2021 you told me about that game.
Yeah, dude, I was so hyped about that game, and I'm still hyped about that game. It looks good. So I'm really excited about this.
Wulong will be a cool one. Yeah, that one's just like a very pretty game. Once again, it's like it's the feudal Japan-esque, or I guess this one feudal China-esque kind of scene. So it doesn't like really appeal to my fantasy genre, but it still looks amazing. Hey, another Capcom game, Pragmata's coming out.
Oh, what's that one?
If you like sci-fi action adventure games, Pragmata will be coming out. It features a dystopian near future, and you can explore a unique lunar world as well. Pragmata will present players with a profound story and setting as cutting-edge visuals take full advantage of next-generation platform features, all made possible by the power of the PlayStation 5 console. It's to sell PlayStation 5s. But it looks stunning. The game itself looks absolutely stunning. And it looks like it has some kind of mystery elements to it and problem solving elements to it, as well as being like an action adventure game.
It looks good.
It looks interesting. It looks like an experience more than a game, personally. These are generally games that I don't keep on my radar, but the visuals and the kind of storytelling elements they've included so far are very neat.
Yeah, some other good ones. I'm gonna rapid fire a few of them. Fire Emblem Engage. We got Octopath Traveler 2. We got System Lock, Diablo 4. Dead Island 2.
Baldur's Gate games comes out this year, doesn't it? The new Baldur's Gate game?
What?
I think there's a new one. I think there's a new Baldur's Gate game that comes out this year. I don't remember that though.
I have no idea.
We did our research.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 comes out this year. Yep.
There's a new Suicide Squad game coming out for like the DC games, which from what I heard, DC games are fantastic. We have Sons of the Forest. No idea what that one's about.
Why would you mention it?
Well, I'm just seeing. I'm looking at this
reading
list.
Words.
I am. Skull and Bones. We got SpongeBob SquarePants. Cosmic Shake.
The SpongeBob game.
Yeah.
I only had two others that I wanted to mention.
Okay.
Pikmin 4.
Oh yeah.
I love Pikmin games.
I never played the first one.
You don't need to. Just play Pikmin 3. The first and the second don't exist. Pikmin 3 is amazing.
Is Pikmin 3 on Switch?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep, Pikmin 3 Deluxe is on Switch.
What do you do?
It's a adventure puzzle game, right?
Oh, okay.
So like you have different areas that you are exploring and you're gathering. You usually have an objective that you're trying to reach, whether it's like gathering a thing or progressing a story. And you use Pikmin that you collect and find throughout the world to solve puzzles. It is a super fun, chill game to play. Like I 100% recommend. I might replay Pikmin 3 in anticipation of Pikmin 4 because I loved that game.
Yeah,
absolutely loved that game.
The way they
showcased
and released it, like got people really hyped.
Oh yeah. No, Pikmin 4 is going to be very, very cool. Like I'm very much looking forward to it. And the only other thing that I wanted to mention is because it is the most hopium game of 2023 is Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh yeah.
remember that collective delusion of grandeur that we all had together back in 2021? It's apparently coming out this year. So we'll actually see if that happens. But Silksong Copium, where you get to play as Hornet, and I would very much like that because I do like
Hornet's
Hollow Knight,
cool.
And I would love more Hollow Knight. So Hollow Knight, please. Yes, Silksong, please this year. Please.
with that,
that was my entire list. I did it.
Yeah,
that's my list. You got any more?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, the other things we could probably look forward to is probably going to be another Pokemon remaster game that's going to be coming out this year. Or
yeah, probably. I hope they just don't.
I hope not either.
DLCs. That's what I expect to be announced this year for Pokemon is DLCs.
Yeah, DLCs that is like an expansion for Scarlet and Violet, like they did with Sword and Shield, which I think I would expect something like that. Either that or they might remaster Black and White. I don't want them to, but there's a lot of just like the same thing they did with like Dead Diamond and Pearl. Whoa.
Oh, God.
Dead Space is on my brain.
Listen, they don't have to do remakes anymore. I'd be fine if they didn't. The fact that they did Diamond and Pearl does make me think that they're going to do Black and White.
Yeah.
But please, for the love of God, Black and White was like the coolest visually presented pixel Pokemon game that we had on the DS. Reminder, this was a DS game,
dude.
The coolest
the
looking game,
moving, like the Pokemon moving on those pixels were so cool.
Insane. During combat, we were like, oh my God, they're still moving. Let's go.
Like, let's go. Yeah.
So like, if they take this game and they chibi it, I'll never forgive them. But reminder, Game Freak did not make that. Nope. Another company did. So Game Freak is not the one that's like, let's do chibi art styles. It was somebody else that wanted to do that. So if Game Freak still touches it, I could expect that we see like a 3D environment similar to Scarlet and Violet, or at least Sword and Shield. I don't want to see that this year, though. I would like to see that next year.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. Like, it's I completely forgot about expansion stuff. So I think, probably this year we'll expect expansions. And then next year we'll probably expect like a remaster of some kind of one of the games. Or a port. I don't know.
Or a port. A port of what?
ORS? On the Switch?
Oh, no, they'll never do that. Are you kidding me? They don't port games. They remake them.
Yeah. But
yeah, so the only other thing to say is that like the next Nintendo Direct, the first Nintendo Direct usually shows up in February. I don't remember when the first Pokemon Direct really shows up. So that's really what we're going to be kind of looking out for. I have a feeling that the next thing they're going to be talking about more of is going to be Tears of the Kingdom. But the next Pokemon Direct is probably going to be after February.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
A lot to look forward to. 2023 is going to be another chunky year. 2022
year of gaming.
Chunk. And 2023 another chunk.
Another year of gaming.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh, there's a bunch of indie games coming out this year too. Oh crap. Oh man, we didn't talk about all the indie games that are coming out, like Sea Stars.
Oh, there's a lot. Do you want to rapid fire name some of the ones that you're excited for?
Sea of Stars, Mina the Hollower, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which looks cool. I don't know. There was a bunch from the indie world. I didn't watch all of it, but those were like the 3 indie games. I was like, these. Oh, and then the Silk Song, whatever. That's not gonna happen. But like, yeah, those were like the 3 that I was like, that were in the indie direct from Nintendo. That those are all games that are coming to Switch and possibly Steam as well. That I was like, yes please, I want to see more of this.
Dude, I love indie games. They're always good. Yeah. But with that, we'll send this off.
The end. That's it. That's the end of the episode. No more episodes for 2023. We'll see you guys in 2024. All right. Bye.
Wait a minute. Wait, what? Oh shit.
Okay. Oh no. We aren't on the same page. Okay, fine. We'll see you guys next time, hopefully with the guests. And the next snack break, we'll be reading more comments. Hope you all had a fantastic holiday and a new year. And tell us what games you are looking forward to playing in 2023. What new games? Not like me, who's always still playing Monster Hunter World, but tell us about a new game that you're looking forward to play. Maybe one that we talked about, or maybe one that we didn't. And let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, with that, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. You guys can both watch both on Spotify now, which is really, I'm still like taken aback by that. But yeah, Take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Put us in your mouth.
God damn it.
Bye.